Right, everybody, welcome back down. Almost time to get racing. Almost no lunch break, is there? How amazing was that to see all those lands? It was something special. But now we've got a series that's very close to my heart as well. I've covered them over the last few years. It is the Equipe MG Cup. I've got to go chat to me old mate Ian Bolton over here, last year's champion, of course, as well. He's even revving it up for us, aren't you, Ian? Come on.
As soon as he starts talking, I'm going to rev that engine.
I wouldn't expect anything less from you. Right, you're in a position that you're quite familiar with at the sharp end, aren't you?
Well, I do like it when it's nice and front clear.
Yeah.
That thing behind is a weapon of mass front line, straight line speed.
Well, we're going to go chat to Keith.
Oh my life, we need to keep him behind, yeah. He's very quick, so it's going to be very, very tricky. But where's Mr. Dowler? I know where he is, it's okay. Hello Mr. Dowler, and hello to the family in the stands, and hello.
We're missing you, Ian, as well.
Yeah. Oh, we are, yeah.
Missing your battles with him as well.
I miss my battles, yeah, and his banter.
Look, I'm going to let you crack on and get focused. It's great to see you again, mate. You take care. Good luck out there, yeah? Good to see you. Let's go down and have a chat with this man here, number 41, Keith Eager. I know Keith very well indeed, and I was just chatting to Ian Bolton there, Keith, and he's very wary of you on these straights.
It's the straights. I should be all right on the starts, but it's the fast sweeping bends that I struggle with. So it's nice to have a 60-year-old car racing against some modern machinery. So
yeah.
It's nice to have a good mix of different cars. But I'm surrounded by shopping trolleys.
I'd say he's done a good job though, Peter Birch, hasn't he? 23 cars on the grid. It's something special, eh?
Yeah, Pete's done a really good job over the season, and the organisation's good. So fair credit to Pete. He's put a lot of work into it, and it's appreciated by all the drivers.
It's good to see you again as well, Keith. You take it, have a good race, won't you? Enjoy it. Indeed, let's move over here, shall we? One of the MGS, a personal favourite of mine as well, aren't they? How are we doing? You good?
Very
it's
well,
good to
my
see
friend.
you.
How are you?
I'm very well. I'm very good. But I imagine you're a bit better. Sun shining. Silverstone Grand Prix. You're at the sharp end of the grid. Life could have been much better, could it?
It's good. I brought the car out for the first time this year because it's the ex-Warren Hughes Championship winning car. So she's not as quick as my Morris car, but it's nice to get it at the sharp end, and I like to just protect it, but bring it out. It's a race car at the end of the day. It needs racing.
I'm so used to seeing you driving a certain livery. It seems a bit weird seeing you in all blue.
I know. So I love the car, but it's a lot heavier and the power is not so good. But we don't want to develop it anymore because it's original. So I'm really enjoying racing it though.
Maybe one day you'll let me have a go. Actually,
you come and book yourself in. We'll give you a free run. But
you hear that on camera as well.
on camera.
Top man. Good luck out there. Thanks for talking to us. Let's keep moving down a little bit. I did want to see Peter Birchall, wherever he is. It's a little bit further down, isn't it? Here's James. Actually, I saw James a little bit earlier. James, I promised I'd come and talk to you, didn't I? How are we feeling ahead of this one?
Yeah, looking forward to it. We were here last week doing the national, so proper track today, GP version. So yeah, just here for a bit of fun in the Invitational. So looking forward to it.
I don't know, you say that, a little bit of fun. There's not too many in front of you.
No, there's there's a lot quicker cars in front, but yeah, so we'll see if we can get the best 170, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. Yeah.
Silverstone, it's of course on the GP circuit as well. It's a vast track, isn't it? Where's the big opportunities for you here?
I think just into the braking zones, and perhaps the bit we did last week is still fresh in my head. So all of the national circuit, particularly the corner we were here, I think Luffield, around here, a lot of laps here last week in testing and racing. So we'll see if we can do some moves around here maybe. I
know they're sort of deemed sprint races, aren't they, 20 minutes or so, but it still puts a bit of strain on the car, doesn't it? Because there's big straights there where you're trying to go full throttle, right?
Yeah, the G's round the back, just after the Hamilton straight. I think there's a right and a left there, and you can really feel the car moving around, so you want to make use of all the track there and really feel the car move, and just try and keep your foot in.
Right, best of luck out there. Nice to talk to us, James Blake there. Let's keep going down, shall we, as well? Who else can we go and find? There's Jack. Let's have a quick chat with Jack, shall we? I haven't seen Jack for a while. Jack, I haven't seen you for a while. How have you been?
I've been good, Ian. I've been good, thank you.
How are you feeling ahead of this one? What can we do from here?
We can just go up, go forward. Try to put my head down, get the lap times in, hopefully beat my good mate Tony.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a good fight because it's very close in the qualifying times.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm excited.
You look at these eyes. Look, we've just had the whistle. 1 minute board. I better let you go. Best of luck anyway. Jack Chapman there. I'll shut this for him as well. Almost time to go racing. A quick MG Cup. The 1 minute board has gone up. We better move to the side. Otherwise, we could end up getting run over. So if we walk down through the middle, I'll probably have my legs cut off. So let's just move down to the side. Car's about to go out. 30-second board up. The cars will go out on grid. I'm going to get ourselves into position, and then I'll run through the grid order for you very shortly. Don't go far. Equipe MG Cup race coming up. Right, everybody else, just have a little wave with the safety car drivers just in front of us. Grid order, I believe we can show that on screen for you now. On pole position, number 1, Jake Fraser-Burns. In second place, we just heard from Ian Bolton as well, the number 74. He's the 2023 MG Cup champion. In third place, at number 18, we have Stuart Emmett. In fourth, we've just heard from him as well, haven't we? Number 41, Keith Eagar. Expect him to be lightning fast on those straights. In fifth place, Mark Wright. We've just heard from him as well in that MGF. In sixth place, Ashley Hornigold in the 124, starting in row 3. Row 4, in seventh place, James Blake. We've just spoken to him as well. Number 8, in eighth, apologies, is number 58, Tony Wigley. Starting in ninth place is number 8, Jack Chapman. We just heard from him. He looks ready. He's very racy indeed. The eyes said it all, didn't they? In 10th place, we have number 78, James Morton. In row 6, starting in 11th place, we have Chris Bolton. In 12th place, number 4, Leon Wignall in the Pink Panther. Keep your eyes, you won't be able to miss that one. In 13th place, 117, Andrew Burns. In 14th is number 14, ironically, Thomas Stanfield. Moving into row 8 is 15th place, number 13, Peter Birchall. Of course, he runs the MG Cup as well. What a job he's done, 23 cars in total. Row 8 also sees number 16, number 26, starting in 16th, Nick Ashman. In 17th, we have G Boggs in the 116 machine. In 18th, Eliza Seville. In 19th place, we have Paul Drake. In 20th, Andrew Walsh. And in 21st, Laura Farrow. 22nd, Joseph McClure. And 23rd, in the 71 machine, we have Gavin Mills. A 20-minute race about to come up for the Equipe MG Cup. It's a series that I've followed for the last few years. I've had the pleasure of, I was actually at Brands Hatch a little bit earlier in the season with him as well. A 20-minute race. This is going to be another cracker. My experience of the MG Cup is the racing is very, very tight and very close indeed. Well, I hope you enjoyed the first race we had. Quick GTS race. Chris Ryan taking the win in that one. Sam Ashby, though, was really the star of the show, wasn't he? From 10th place into second, took a class win as well. Plenty more action coming up in the lunch break. We just saw those Lotus Elans as well, 33 of them, celebrating the 26R, the 60th anniversary. That race is up next as well. That's 60 minutes. There will be a pit stop for that one. In fact, I can see the cars just there waiting at the bottom of the assembly. So we'll grab a word with some of those drivers after this race for the Equipe MG Cup. Of course, mentioning the MG Cup, Ian Bolton, your 2023 champion. But it really does cater for all MGs, ranging from midgets, MGBs, MGCs, MG Metros. Just coming past me now, your pole sitter, Jake Fraser-Burns. MG Montegos, MGS, MGTFs, MGZRs, MGZSs, MGZTs, Rover BRMs, Tomcat. There is a Tomcat out there as well. Andrew Burns is in that one. Rover 216 GTIs and MG3s. It's really become the home of the MGZR 160, 170, 190. And of course the Tomcats. Up next for the MG Cup, you can see more of them at Donington Park on the national circuit next month on the 6th of July. So far this season they've been to Brands Hatch, to Cadwell Park and to Alton Park. And we are very shortly about to get ourselves underway. Who is going to lead from the line? I've been very much looking forward to this race. Don't forget to keep in touch with us as well in the live chat. We're live on the Equipe Classic Racing YouTube channel and Live Sport Now on YouTube. We can see the comments. We do want to hear from you. We do want to find out where you're watching from. A lot of you getting involved. Ashley Woodward's got in touch, raced in it, of course, saying good luck to all the MG Cup drivers. Ashley, I hope you're well. Chris Halliway's got in touch with us. He said, well done to Chris Ryan. That's from winning the Equipe GTS race just before lunch. Very short lunch indeed. Timetable was running a little bit behind, but I think we've managed to catch up by cutting. We're supposed to have a 50-minute lunch break, but it's gone straight away. Jack Oliphant will be joining me a little bit later as well for the Elan 26R 60th anniversary race. I can see the cars now coming in, somebody there very early, but why not? Early bird catches the worm and all that on the Silverstone GP circuit. The MG Cup managed by Peter Birchall, of course. Cars lining themselves up on the grid. We're going to get ourselves off very shortly. If you are watching on YouTube as well, do hit that subscribe button and like as well. It just enables us to bring you even more Live Motorsport. Tell us where you're watching from as well. So far, I've had people tuning in from the Netherlands, Portugal, Spain, Crete, Australia. If you're watching somewhere different, Wales as well, people tuning in from Anglesey, and of course in England. I know Johnny Wheeler's watching with great interest. His son James Wheeler racing in the BCV8 Championship a little bit later. Looks like we're about to get ourselves underway for the second race of the weekend for the Equipe Classic Racing. It's the Summer Classic here, the biggest event that Equipe Classic Racing have ever put on in their history. Race 2 about to get underway. Every race covered live for you today. My name's Ian Waterhouse. Jack Oliphant will be joining me a little bit later for the Elan race as well. He joined me for the Equipe GTS. Keep us company, get in touch with us. We want to hear from you. Lots of you watching across social media. And of course the issue with the Silverstone GP, the only issue really with the Silverstone GP circuit is that you do have to fill quite a bit, so whilst we wait for cars to get their way around. So the Marshal's just doing a wonderful job, of course, the Orange Army, just getting the car set up in the right positions, getting ready to start this race. Jake Fraser-Burns against Ian Bolton off the line, but watch out for Keith Ego in the number 4, just in the number 41, starting in 4th. He even said when we just interviewed him in assembly area, he's expecting to get off to a good start. On the straights, he is lightning fast, but it is the long sweeping corners he might just struggle a little bit on. It's really going to level the playing field here. It's going to make for a tight, exciting, close race here at Silverstone on the GP circuit, the Equipe MG Cup. We are go for it. And I've been looking forward to this one for a long time indeed. Looks like everybody has made it through the first corner safely. That is what we like to see. These Elans keep catching my eye here to the left as well. They really do look fantastic. Keep me up to speed, keep me company on YouTube as well. We're live on Facebook across the Equipe Classic Racing. This is on the MG Cup as well. Fraser-Burns convert pole into the win. As soon as I see them, actually, I'll be able to give you a little bit more information about how we're getting on with everybody. Not too far away. Lap 1, of course, 20-minute Equipe MG Cup race is well underway. Here they come now. It is Fraser-Burns still leading the way. Bolton in second. And it is Stuart Emmett hold. So the top 1, 2, 3 as they were. Keith Ego just dropping down the field a little bit. Andrew Burns getting a little bit out of sorts down here. Does lock up, runs wide at the left-hander. Manages to sweep back round. It does not lose a position. There's a Pink Panther. I can see it just coming through with Leon Wignall. Coming over to start-finish straight now. Lap 1 complete. And I'll be able to run through the order. We'll have the graphics for you as well. What a bright start. Clean laps, what we like to see from everybody. Great racing from the Equipe MG Cup cars. Second race of the weekend, well underway, and Fraser-Burns, of course, leading it. Bolton in second place, Emmett in third, and Wright, Blake, Egar, Chapman, Wigley, Hornigold, Bolton, Burns, Morton, Ashman, Wignall, Stanfield, Birchall, Drake, Seville, Mills, Farrow. No McClure I'm not seeing coming over the line. The number 21, 46 in the invitation class. Number of classes, of course, to look out for. Class D with your MGZR 190s, both Jake Fraser-Burns and Ian Bolton running in the Class D cars, and the invitation is Emmett going well, actually up against Blake there too. Wright is also running in Class D. We also have Class B. Chapman is the leader of that one. Hornigold currently leading Class C as well. 20 runners and riders here for the Equipe MG Cup I have on my screen. And it was a very good start as well, 2:34.678, so I can't really read anything into that on the opening lap of the race. So 16 minutes to go here. Equipe MG Cup, second race of the day, second race of the weekend for the Equipe Summer Classic here at Silverstone on the Grand Prix circuit. Get in touch with us, keep us entertained as well. Where are you watching from? I want to hear from you. Ian Waterhouse here, presenting and doing commentary today throughout the course of the day. That's Elan 26R 60th anniversary race. That is coming up next. Do not go anywhere. Stick around for the rest of the afternoon. It's a glorious sunny day here at Silverstone. Jake Fraser-Burns, the man who started on pole position, had the best start, leads from your 2023 MG Cup champion, Ian Bolton. Stuart Emmett in third, Wright in fourth. So Fraser Burns and Ian Bolton both in Class D. Wright also in Class D. He's in third place, fourth on track, and it's Fraser Burns who looks like he's just getting the tiniest little bit of a gap as he comes through past me. He's the leader, Fraser Burns, from Bolton, from Emmett. So it is MGZR 190s 1, 2, 3. There's the MGF of Wright. Doesn't sound too good. Mark Wright's MGF Cup car doesn't sound particularly great. Coming through as well is Blake. And a lot of action. You can actually see the left rear wheel lifting up as they come round, the left-hander down here, and then they switch round to the right into Luffield and onto the start-finish straight here. Coming over now to complete lap 2 here, green flag racing at Silverstone on a GP circuit for the Equipe MG Cup. Right. Fraser Burns is your leader, apologies there. 2:29.298 there. I think my timing just got a little bit confused. Bolton in second place, Emmett still in third, Wright in fourth. So it's as you were after lap 1 for the top 4. Blake in fifth. Chapman, what's happened to Egar? What has happened to Keith Egar? I'm not seeing him at all. I haven't seen him come through either. So where is Keith Egar? He's not actually even showing up on TSO. He's dropping down. Oh no, it looks like we've lost Keith Egar, starting in fourth place. We're expecting big things from him on the straights. He was going to struggle a little bit on long sweeping corners, but he's tumbling down the order is Keith Egar, and looks like we've lost him from this race. Well, Fraser Burns, your leader. Ian Bolton in second. Emmett in third. Wright is fourth. Then Blake, Chapman, Wigley, Hornigold, Bolton, Burns, Morton, Ashman, Wignall, Birchall, Stanfield, Drake, Seville, Mills, Farrow, Egar, McClure, and no Keith Egar, unfortunately. The Alans lined up just to our left. We're going to hear from those guys very shortly after this race. We've still got 13.5 minutes left to go. We're on lap 3 here on the Silverstone Grand Prix circuit for the Equipe MG Cup. Already, this is the 4th meeting of the year for the MG Cup. Can you believe that? Started the season at Brands Hatch. I was there for that one. They've also been to Cadwell Park, they've been to Alton Park, and here they are now at Silverstone. Next month, they make their way to Donington Park on the national circuit on the 6th of July, again with Equipe Classic Racing. So if you fancy watching even more, do head over to Donington Park. There's more racing action. Race 2 for the Equipe MG Cup is tomorrow. No live cameras for that one though, so if you do want to watch second race for the Equipe MG Cup, you will have to come down to Silverstone in person. I implore you to do that if you're in the area. Fancy a nice day out with the family, it's well worth it. And look at Ian Bolton is closing the gap on Jake Fraser Burns for the outright lead, and Class D as well. Stuart Emmett is also in MGZR 190, but he's actually in the invitation class, third on track, first in the invitation class, up against James Blake, who's currently 5th on track, second in the invitation class. There goes Mark Wright. Looks like there's not too many issues. I thought it didn't quite sound right for Mark Wright. There you go, as he was coming around in the MGF, but actually it looks fine. More action coming through as well, and I'm seeing Chapman going toe-to-toe with some of his rivals. It's wonderful wheel-to-wheel action here for the Equipe MG Cup at Silverstone. Through comes Leon Wignall. There goes Nick Ashman. And Peter Birchall's just about to come through as well. Of course, Peter Birchall suffered a stroke last year, so it's so good to see Peter back racing again. And competitive too, he really is. Running in Class C. As soon as the cars get over the start-finish straight, I will run down the grid the class orders for you. Fraser Burns, your leader, 3 laps completed. Bolton in second place, but Bolton is right behind him. In fact, Ian Bolton, fastest man on the track last time around, a 2:29.008. It was 0.7 of a second faster than Jake Fraser Burns, the man who currently holds the lead of this race. Emmett in third, Wright in fourth. So in Class D, it looks like this. Fraser Burns is your leader, Bolton in second, Wright is third in Class D. In the invitation class, it is Emmett who leads it from Blake. Then in Class C, Andrew Burns in the Rover 220 Tomcat. He's the leader in Class C from Hornigold and Bolton. And then in Class B, it's Chapman leading Class B. He's currently 6th on track, first in Class B. That's how it stands. There is another class as well, actually, Class A. Apologies, I missed that. It looks like Eliza Seville is winning that one. She's currently 17th on track, but first in Class A from Mills and Farrow. We've lost Egar from this race in the MG Midget, who started in 4th place. Real shame that, but we still have 19 of the runners and riders for the Equipe MG Cup here at Silverstone. As we start to approach the halfway stage as well, just over 10.5 2.5 minutes of this race left. The glorious sunshine here, the grandstands are packed as well. What a day it is to be out. The biggest festival that Equipe Classic Racing have ever put on in their history. And just to my left are 33 beautiful Lotus Elan 26Rs. Wow, what a sight. So the halfway stage coming up, and the top three are locked together as well. Jake Fraser-Burns still holding the lead, but only just from Ian Bolton. Stuart Emmett is right in that mix as well, but of course Stuart Emmett, it must be said, is in the invitation class. So the actual outright win for Class D is between Ian Bolton and Jake Fraser-Burns, and it's Fraser-Burns who has it, but I think Ian Bolton might have a bit of a toe here as they head down to start-finish straight. Well, it's been a magnificent race so far, hasn't it? So Burns is just coming through, your leader in Class C. Chapman's involved in that tussle as well. They're almost 4 abreast as they come through. Magnificent race, and Thomas Stanfield right in the mix there. There goes Leon Wignall, he comes through. I've got Nick Ashman coming through in Class B in the 26 car, the red 26 MGZR. And Peter Birchall just popping through my eye sign as well now. There is Tom Stanfield just behind. So 9 minutes of this race left to go. 4 laps completed of the Silverstone Grand Prix circuit. I can see Paul Drake just coming through. Looks like he's going quite slowly, and Paul Drake has just gone off the circuit just to our right, just run a little bit wide there. As you can see, it sounded like he had a bit of an issue. I wonder if he's got a brake problem there. I imagine Paul Drake will be pulling into the pits very shortly and retiring from this race. Mills just goes through my shot as well, so we're just waiting for Farrow to come through. And there she goes, Laura Farrow in the MGF, the number 3 car. So 19 runners and riders here off the 21 overall. A couple of cars, Andrew Walsh unfortunately not able to make the start, and no G Boggs as well actually in the 116. Not quite sure what happened there, but no G Boggs and no Andrew Walsh in this race. And McClure didn't make the start either. Joseph McClure was due to start in 22nd, the number 46 machine. 8 minutes left to go. Well, we have got a battle right at the sharp end, as we always do with the Equipe MG Cup. If you're enjoying this one, let me know. What have you made of the action so far? They never disappoint, do they, the Equipe MG Cup? I've covered them for the last 4 or 5 years, and Fraser-Burns has it in. Bolton has dropped down. He's lost the place to Emmett. So Stuart Emmett has got past it. It's just allowed Jake Fraser-Burns a little bit of breathing space here. Can he put the hammer down? I wonder how his tyres are going to cope around the full Silverstone GP circuit, especially when the sun comes out, the heat going. They've got to do it all again tomorrow, of course. Ian Bolton, your 2023 champion, lost the place to Stuart Emmett. Still second place in Class D, though, where he's been the entire race. Emmett, of course, in the invitation class. James Blake just coming through. Second in the invitation class is James Blake. So the top 4 are Fraser, Burns, Emmett in second, and Bolton, Wright, Blake is your top 5. Andrew Burns locking up heavily there in the Rover Tomcat. You can see the blue smoke screaming across the camera down here. A big, big lock up, and Leon Wignall's just hanging out the back a little bit too. Here comes Ashman, just making his way through. There's Peter Birchall, Tom Stanfield. It's Fraser-Burns, your leader. They had a 1.435 second lead over the line. Emmett in second place, Bolton in third, Wright in fourth. Then Blake, Hornigold, Burns, Chapman, Wigley, Bolton, Morton, Wignall, Ashman, Birchall, Stanfield, Seville, Mills, Drake, Farron. Drake, unfortunately, as we saw, did pull into the pit. So Paul Drake came very slowly down to our camera position, went off the circuit. Might be a bit of a brake issue, or potentially suspension. And pulled into the pits and is out of this race. 6 minutes left to go here for the Equipe MG Cup. It is Fraser-Burns who leads it, Class D and outright. Emmett leads the invitation class. Hornigold leads Class C. Chapman leads Class B. And Seville leads Class A. Sorry everybody, I'm back on commentary now. I was just chatting to John Pearson actually from the Equipe Classic Racing. Of course we've got the land race coming up. He's very excited about that one as well, as he might be as well. So we've got 4.5 minutes of this race left to go. Jake Fraser-Burns still your leader. Emmett's in second place. Bolton in third. Wright is fourth. Blake is fifth. Hornigold is sixth. Burns is seventh. Chapman is eighth. Wigley is ninth. And we've got Chris Bolton in 10th. Then it's Morton, Wignall, Ashman, Birchall, Stanfield, Seville, Mills, Farrow, Drake out of the race in the pits. So no Keith Egar as well. He completed, I think he completed lap 1 and that was it. And then is sadly out of the race. So Joseph McClure didn't start either. Neither did Andrew Walsh or G. Boggs. 4 minutes left to go. Fraser-Burns is the leader. 2-second lead over the line last time. In fact, his last lap was the fastest lap of the race as well. A 2:28.905. So Fraser-Burns leads overall and in Class D. Emmett is in second place, but first in the invitation class. In Class C, it's Andrew Burns who leads it in the Rover 220 Tomcat. Class C leader is the 124 machine of Hornigold, and your Class A leader is still Eliza Seville in the MGF. Closing stages of the race. As soon as this race finishes, as soon as the checkered flag falls, we're going to get ourselves straight off over and chat to some of the Lotus drivers, because they're pretty eager to get going, I think. As soon as the checkered flag falls, in fact, I can see the drivers for the Land 26R race, they're already putting on their helmets and getting themselves ready for that. We will be in the pits for that race, though. So you'll be able to keep your eye on that. The first sort of 10-15 minutes or so we'll commentate from here before we move the camera. Oh, there is Emmett coming around. Has just had Jake Fraser-Burns. In fact, they're starting to lap some of the back markers as well. Farrow, Mills just ahead of Jake Fraser-Burns. I'm sure that won't have too much of an impact. Silverstone GP, so vast, of course. Plenty of opportunities to let people through. And Ian Bolton has really dropped off the pace now, allowing the two leaders just to kind of run away with things a little bit. Fraser-Burns comes over the line to complete lap 7. His lead is 2 seconds over Emmett. Bolton's just making his way around Luffield onto the start-finish straight now. So this might be the final lap. We might even get one more in. We'll keep, it's going to be tight. It's going to be very, very tight actually as they come over the line. I think this might well be the final lap. We'll keep our eyes peeled. We'll have a clearer picture in about a minute and a half. So 2 minutes on the clock. That is it. Jake Fraser-Burns, the man. He's led the entire race, led from pole position. He's kept the 2023 MG Cup champion Ian Bolton at bay. Stuart Emmett has certainly proved a worthy opponent though in the invitation class. Still plenty of overtaking action happening on a little bit further down the field as well. Fraser-Burns, your leader. Emmett, your leader in the invitation class. Chapman is your leader in Class B. Burns, your leader in Class C. And Seville, your leader in Class A. Birchall's just coming into my shot as well. Got Stanfield just behind him. Of course, Peter Birchall running in Class C. He's 4th place actually in Class C. So the podiums at the minute: Fraser-Burns, Bolton and Wright in Class D. Emmett and Blake in the invitation class. Burns, Hornigold and Chris Bolton in Class C. In Class B it would be Chapman, Wigley and Wignall. And in Class A, Seville, Mills and Farrow. They're your top 3 in each of the classes for the Equipe MG Cup. 50 seconds left on the clock. Where is Jake Fraser-Burns? Just coming through my eye line now. It is the number 85. That is your Class A leader, Eliza Seville. We've got 30 seconds left. That is it. And here he comes now into my shot. So Jake Fraser-Burns with Stuart Emmett just barreling down. I tell you, if Stuart Emmett had maybe one more lap, he might feel a little bit perhaps more inclined to get that one. Maybe another lap or two and he might have felt a little bit of confidence. It's going to be too late. Jake Fraser-Burns is going to win. We are literally running down now. We've got 10 seconds left on the clock. I don't think he's going to make it over the line, is he? Is this the final lap? Jake Fraser-Burns coming over the line. 2, 1. And that is going to be the checkered flag, and Jake Fraser-Burns is surely going to take it, and just does as well. Fraser-Burns takes the win. Stuart Emmett comes home in second place, but wins the invitation class. Fraser-Burns, your Class D leader, and outright winner. Ian Bolton is going to come home in third place, but second in Class D. Mark Wright is just going through my shot now as well. Let's just wait for a few more cars to come over. We're very eager to very quickly get ourselves over and interview some of the Elan drivers. So we're just waiting for a few more cars to come over. Farrow has come over. She's going to finish in second place in Class A. Mills is going to come home in 17th on track. But whoa, that is number, I'm trying to see, 58. I think that's Tony Wigley just holding on to it. Just managed to get held on there. Fraser Burns has won. Emmett is second. Bolton is third. Wright in fourth, but third in Class D. Blake has come home in fifth and second in the invitation class. We're just waiting for confirmation for your Class C winner. There it is. It's Andrew Burns in your Rover 220 Tomcat. He's a Class C winner, and your Class B winner is Jack Chapman. Now, whilst the graphics go on screen for the leaderboard, Jack is going to run over to the Elan 26Rs, and he's going to have a quick chat and interview with those guys.